yes I love it. I'm the new set. I'm the new set. I'm the new set. I'm the new set. Yes I love it. Yes I love it. I'm the new set. I'm the new set. I'm the new set. It's your best bet. You can see me now on the internet. Yes I love it. Yes I love it. I'm a runway girl taking pulpit.
Oh, R&B St. Laurent is my friend.
I'm the hot model and you know I can win.
When you look at me, I'm the hottest girl in this room.
For tuning in to I Am the New Set. Yes, and I'm so excited that everyone is still tuning in. Our visitors and viewers are definitely rising, and that is so good, and it's making our artists feel very wonderful because they have bringing you their best and they're doing it from their heart. So again, thank you for tuning in to I Am the New Set and loving what we do. And on that note, our special guest is Sandra Isidore, who comes back to bring you her favorite snack as along with update on what she's doing, and that's by popular demand. And also by popular demand, we have Miss Mellow Blues, who come to bring you some Broadway as well as some R&B. Okay, yes, you're gonna get it all and her favorite snack. And on that note, don't forget my book, Space the Intangible Reality. That's right, Space the Intangible Reality. And remember on the last show I mentioned there was a secret that's lying, well, 3 secrets that's in there. You already know the other 2, and the other one is who had it first. And that was a shout out to Tyler Perry for his Who Had It First. And on mine's Who Had It First, I'm going to give you a tip because I've been getting some emails saying, oh, I recognize a lot of things up in there. And did you have that first? No, I didn't. But there is, you got to go through the book and there's a photo. That is the hint. There is a photo that you will recognize, but you have to read the book in order to see it and in order to get your free gift. That's right, that you're going to email me a copy of, or either say the name, what you recognize in there, and you will get a free gift from the set. I Am the New Set. And on as well, one more thing. For the editing version of Space, the Intangible Reality, you will have an opportunity as well to get the edited version, and you'll be able to get it for half price. And we will probably throw in a free gift with that because you already got the first one. Okay, and we will be talking about who published my book as well. And on that note, don't forget my new CD, the theme song for I Am the New Set. That's right, and I will also be talking to my producer as well. I'll talk about him as well, and we're going to see if we can get him on the show. He's okay. Well, look at it that way. So I'm working on it. I am working on it. Thank you again, and again, thank you for tuning in to I Am the New Set. Have a blessed and safe day. Stay safe. And welcome again, by popular demand, Miss Sandra Isidore.
You better run, run, run. Be easy with the run. You better run, run, run. Be easy with the run.
See, I've been running cause my soul been down. Really, can you hear me now? Trying to face the facts that we've been living. Can you feel me now? Easy with my running, but I feel.
Welcome to I Am the New Set, and as I promised that we have Sandra Isidore, who is here to bring you her favorite snack live.
Wow.
And it is called Sandra, I'll give you the privilege to tell us.
Well, I'm going to make some Southern hot water cornbread,
Hello.
Isidore style.
Wow, I like
All
it.
right.
I like it.
Definitely Southern.
It looks like you have a mohawk, Sandra. Is that true?
That's true. I cut my hair yesterday.
Wow.
I love it.
Very becoming.
It's beautiful on you.
Beautiful, yeah.
Well, thank you.
Very.
Now let's get to that hot water cornbread. Come
Okay.
on.
Okay. So here I have 2 cups of yellow cornmeal.
Okay.
So I'm going to take that 2 cups and I'm pouring it in here.
Okay.
And over here, I have flour.
Oh.
So I'm going to take, like, that's 1 heaping teaspoon,
Uh-huh.
2, well, it's a tablespoon,
Okay.
2 heaping tablespoons. And normally I don't use a recipe.
Right.
That's 3, 4,
Oh, wow.
like 5,
Yeah.
and we'll say this is the 6 heaping tablespoon
So flour mixed into the cornmeal.
into the cornmeal.
All right now.
I'm learning. I'm going to try it too. You just watch.
And in the meantime, what I'm going to do is heat up my oil, get my oil ready.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just stirring this up. Getting it stirred up real good.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to add some aluminum-free baking powder.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I use Rumford. I don't like cooking with aluminum. Anything that has aluminum or even aluminum pots.
Wow.
I'm strictly old school.
Wow, beautiful.
All right.
I'm learning something right there.
Now, and most people, you know, you don't really have to use the baking powder,
Uh-huh.
but I'm just going to put a little bit baking powder in there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Very good.
And if you
what's the
really want to
difference
take it to the next level, because you know how Gigi knows, she's from the South,
Oh yeah, and
You know,
don't
we
forget,
like putting our sugar in things.
and don't forget Mello is a Texas girl.
Okay, so you know how we
Watching
like.
her the different way she's doing it.
Look, so now I've had 1, 2, 3 tablespoons
All right.
of sugar,
Ooh.
just to give it just give it a little sweetness.
Okay.
Right.
And I'm stirring it up. And then, of course, I got my oil nice and hot.
All right.
Uh-huh.
And now.
I'm over here with my oil now.
But I'm trying to figure out where does the hot water come in at?
Oh, the hot water is coming. It hasn't got here yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm still mixing.
All right.
And I'm like, I like my mixture. So I have an automatic hot water. See?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
My water comes out hot.
Good.
Okay.
So now I'm going to mix it.
I'm trying to figure out exactly what does a hot water do? Does it activate the soda?
Actually, from my point of view, it kind of cooks the mixture before you get to the actual cooking part. I'm adding a little more hot water.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, stirring. Because you want it somewhat cooked
Right.
before you even.
Down in the pan.
Thank you. You got it. A little more hot water.
But you know what? Because you're talking about hot water cornbread, I'm thinking about, like I said, it's Women's History Month. I'm thinking about those women that raised us, how their grandmothers created recipes, like who was the first person who thought of this? Because it's very simple. You don't have to bake it, but you get to have that cornbread with your
That
greens.
big taste,
you know?
yes, uh-huh.
It was
And if
very
you
simple.
ask me, hot water cornbread is the best.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
Now, because I've made so much, I'm adding more water.
Okay.
And
want
you
it
see that
slightly
hot water
lumpy.
is also cooking that cornmeal.
Oh, okay, right.
You know, it's cooking it.
Right.
Uh-huh, yes.
It
Let me
won't-
turn this fire down.
It won't be so raw by the time you put it in the oil. What
And
kind of
then
oil
you
are
know,
you
and then you
using?
don't want to fast cook it either.
Well, what kind of oil are you using?
Olive oil. You use olive oil, grapeseed oil. Those are healthier oils, much
All right.
healthier
That's
than
all I
canola.
use.
Olive
Canola
That's
is cheap.
I use olive oil. I even fry everything in olive oil. That's
Yeah, it's much
the way I
healthier
cook.
for you. I use 100% virgin, extra virgin.
Yes, the
Good,
same kind.
good, good.
Yes, I love using that. That is very
Okay,
good.
so now you see the texture of the mixture.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, now that I have that mixture like that, I'm just going to spoon it out and cook it.
All right.
I'm watching because I'm telling you, you got me
Hey,
wanting
now.
to go get some greens and hot water cornbread. man.
Don't forget the greens to go with it. All right. Now.
Oh, wait a minute, girl. How about some mustards and turnips?
Hello.
You know, I love my mustard and turnip greens.
All right, now
Ooh.
that's what we're talking about. Hello.
You know, wait a minute. And you know, as a child, it would be the mustard, turnip, hot water cornbread, and some fried chicken.
Hey.
And what about on Sunday, a little sweet potatoes on the side? They
Hello,
can bake
now.
it.
Okay, them candy yams, you know what I'm talking about, Gigi.
You know that's what I'm talking about. Hey, now.
Sometimes when you meet elder black women, they be like 85 years old with beautiful skin. You start asking about their food, you find out it's greens in there and it's yams in there.
Oh yes, for sure.
Okay, so now I'm non-dropping.
Wow, I'm looking at that. They have a nice consistency before she even put it in.
Mm-hmm.
Like she said, the hot water was cooking the cornmeal
Mm-hmm.
before she even put it in, you know. In the
And I'm not going to cook it too fast. I'm bringing my fire down
You're going to do it slow.
because I want it thoroughly cooked on the inside.
Oh, right.
Okay, now.
So in the meantime and in between time, while these are cooking,
Uh-huh.
I can tell you about my new project.
Hello,
Yes,
that's
that's
what
what
we're
we
waiting on. Great.
And that new project is a collaboration that I did with T2.
Okay.
And the title of the new track is, and it's my first time I'm doing R&B, Gigi. Well, no, not the first time, but it's the first time another artist
Okay.
or producer has written a track or R&B track for me.
All
Wow.
right. Beautiful.
And the title of the song is Be Easy, Run Run.
Hello.
Wow.
And my daughter, Rahab, the lyricist,
Wow.
is the one who has, she's doing some vocals and the rap on it.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow. I'm looking forward to hearing that.
So I'm looking forward to that. April 10th is when it's going to drop.
Okay.
And also April 10th is Byron's birthday.
Hey,
Happy birthday coming
two
up.
celebrations
Wow.
into one. Congratulations,
You know what? I
audience.
met your daughter before.
Yeah.
Sandra, you want me to tell you when I seen her? Okay, this was a while back. In 2009, you brought her to a dance class at Lula, Washington when Jeffrey Daniels had came out here to celebrate Michael Jackson's life. And I remember seeing your daughter and you at Lula, Washington Dance Studio.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Well, let's all say congratulations to this outstanding two celebrations into one, okay?
Right. That
A
sounds
new song and celebration of her husband's birthday. Am I correct?
That's right.
Hello,
It's gonna be a
congratulations, sweetie. audience,
a
come
release
on.
drop, so
Hello.
it's a good excuse to have
Happy
a party.
birthday, Byron.
Thank you.
But I was
Yeah,
telling
it's a
Gigi
good
Green that-
excuse.
I was telling
And you
Gigi
see,
Green-
I'm continuously turning here
Oh, it keeps
Okay.
it from cooking too hard on one side.
because, you know, I like golden brown.
Right.
Yes.
I like golden brown. Yeah, so once I get these greens going today,
Hello. Are we invited over?
Sandra, I was
Gigi,
telling her
you and Mello, the blues singer,
that part. But look, I was telling her that I
will
met.
come at any time, you know?
Oh, that's
Thank you.
right now.
You know, we
Also
haven't
Blues
really
Poet.
hung out since we did the show with Lucky, you
Island
know?
Valley, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. What was the name of that club where we were working?
Palladino.
Palladino.
Yeah, you
In
know, that was
Tarzana.
a famous club out there in the valley, too.
I know, but we did one on Lincoln Boulevard in Venice also.
Yeah, that was, you know what, that was the last gig we did.
Yes, it
And
was.
that's the one where Redemption, your record collaborator, he came to that one.
Yeah, reggae.
Yeah, Redemption.
Yeah, so that was, you know, that was a better time to be in the city, you know?
Oh, of
Yeah.
course, yes,
Great.
of course. You know, we got so much. And speaking about that, while you're doing your cooking, let me ask. Now that we got this virus, the war, and Mother Nature all combined at us at once, what kind of insight, wisdom, and knowledge are your thoughts that you can share with the audience and stay in order for them to let them know to stay calm, because you know our Creator is in control? What would you like to say to the audience?
Gigi, you know, just like I know, all of this has been prophesied.
Yes.
Oh yes,
And you know, it's like those that have ears, let them hear.
yes,
Right.
Those that have eyes, let them see.
yes. Hallelujah.
And I tried warning people under this past administration we had, the past administration we had, I tried to explain to people that what was happening, it wasn't good, and not to be fooled by mainstream media.
Right.
Because my point of view and what I understand and know is that it's a small number of people, and I call them the cabal. They actually rule this world.
That part.
And it's already been predicted
Yeah.
and talked about since the early 80s
Wow.
about the New World Order.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I've done.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now what happened is that the whole world has been set up for this change.
Wow.
And the change that's taking place now has caused this war
Yes.
that is taking place to be happening. Because what it is like the globalists
Yeah.
are fighting the nationalists.
Wow.
The International Monetary Fund, that bank controls the income. Okay, look. There's the hot water cornbread.
Hello, now. That's what I'm talking about. But you know, Sandra, let me inject right quick. You know, as it was said, and as you said, this has been a warning, been brought to us from the biblical days. But as they say, what is Caesar's is Caesar's, what is God is God. So they are prepared, you know, yeah. So all those who got ears that can hear and eyes that can see must know that's what time it is. Because now Caesar is back in the Roman days in control. So, but now God is the controller. Okay. So there we go. You know, that's what I see. And that's what I see that you're saying. Am I correct?
Yes, you know, are not paying attention. And what has recently happened is mass manipulation.
Yes.
People have been mass manipulated, and Gigi, it's not good what's coming. A lot of people are going to be sick and dying, not only from the war, but in Georgia, there are stones that have been erected that are called the Georgia Guidestones. And the Georgia Guidestones, which is real, anybody can look it up and see it for themselves. Georgia Guidestones, they are standing in Georgia today. And those stones predict that Earth is overpopulated. When it reaches a certain number, that we're in danger. And now you have people, and I'll call them the cabal. Those people have said, okay, we need to get rid of some people. One of them even went as far as to make a TED Talk speech and talk about depopulation of the planet. So if you ask me, that's what the big C, and I'm not talking about cancer, I'm talking about the big C with all the variants. That is one of the plays that's being made. So here we are, threatened with a third world war.
Threatened? You mean it will happen for sure? Because the bottom line is the pale horse is running, and it was already said it's overcrowded, it's depopulated. Prince Harry, I don't know if anybody can remember that, but I remember on the news when they asked Prince Harry if he thinking about having another child, and he had mentioned right before he left out of there and came to the United States and said, well, you know, the world is already overpopulated, so he knew this was going to happen. And you're going to biblical days, the pale horse has to run, and it has to run its course. So be prepared. Ears, eyes.
And whether people know that there was I think it's 4 horses.
That's the
And
pale
it was
horse.
7 seals and 4 horses.
Wow.
They've been broken.
They've been broken. It's the
And the
pale
horses
running
are
now.
rising now. So
It ain't played either.
no, they're not playing.
It ain't played, baby. Hello.
You know, and all I can do, because, you know, just like you, Gigi, we're only pawns on the board.
No, we're the child of the Almighty greatest, baby. That's
Yes.
what we are. They,
Yes.
the pawns are the ones going to get played.
Yeah, well, you see here, we are aware.
Mm-hmm.
Many are called, but few are chosen.
Hello.
Right.
It speaks so in the book, in the prophecy. It talks about the 144,000. And then when you put that in comparison and not take it literally, you see how overpopulated this planet is. So they say. But when I travel across America, I see all the vast vacant land, and it comes to mind. I said, well, how are we overpopulated? That's a small group of people, once again, I'll just call them the cabal, that is dictating to the masses. You got a few people. Now, we have something like 9 billion people on this planet,
Mm-hmm.
and you got less than 100 people running things because they're the ones with the money. They're the ones that can control the media. They can control the WHO, the CDC, the NIH, and the NIAID. Because they have the money.
Afrobeat is speaking, okay?
So
Wow.
again,
Afrobeat. You sound like Fela.
so again, what was that song that did, what?
What?
Don't you
The
watch
one
me?
I recorded with Stella?
The one watching you,
Upside
you're
Down.
always being watched.
Upside Down. Well, it's still Upside Down.
Yeah, see there?
Upside Down was recorded in 1970,
Look at
and I
that.
think released in 71.
Look at that.
And the things that Philip wrote about then, and I sang about in
Right,
Africa, are still happening today.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
But you know what? China elevated herself. India elevated herself. Mexico has elevated herself. The Philippines have elevated themselves. What's wrong with Africa?
Wow.
When they, especially Nigeria,
Yes.
when they have the most educated people on the planet.
The richest country in the
Nigerians
world.
are the most with PhDs and master's degrees and bachelors. But yet and still, why are they at the bottom of the rung?
Because they don't know thyself.
The corruption that Fela was singing about, that's why.
They don't know thyself.
And they refuse
That's the bottom
to
line, too.
accept. They refuse to accept the truth. What's wrong with Nigeria that I see?
Right.
Arrogance,
Yes.
nepotism,
Yes.
Disrespect.
religion.
Yes.
You know, they have a class structure.
Yes.
So
Class
anytime you have all those negatives, you're not going to have a positive outcome. Right now, Africa is still being raped.
Okay, I want to
You and I were stolen because we're ADOS, African descendants of slaves. We're ADOS. And we cannot get respect here in America or any other part of the world because Africa is still being a whore, if I have to say it like that.
Okay, Queen.
She's selling herself out.
Okay, let me say this one thing about Africa and the African writers, because that's what I got my degree in. In 2002 at Cal State, I got a degree in, they call it Third World Literature, but it was actually post-colonial studies, Anglophone. And I studied people like Wo Soyinka, he's the first and only African writer to get the Nobel Prize in '86. And then I also studied Chinua Achebe. Well, Wo Soyinka is a Yoruba. Chinua Achebe is an Igbo. I also studied Buchi Micheta, an Igbo who had moved to London. When I look at African writers and I see the messages that they're writing, whether it's Chinua Achebe, an Igbo of Nigeria, or go across on the other side, Ngugi wa Thiong'o of the Kikuyu of Kenya, I see that they have been trying to say the same things that Fela has been saying, that Bob Marley has been saying, that sensible people have been saying. And like you said, the Africans, they're so caught up in class and glamour and vanity that they don't even realize that they're selling their self wholesale.
No. And now the Chinese said, let me go in and get me some.
That part.
I'm not mad at the Chinese. I'm not mad at anyone that comes when they see a means of exploitation and they use it. I'm not mad at them. I'm mad and angry with the Africans that have allowed it.
Yes, yes. Queen.
You know, why would you sell your people out due to tribalism
Yes.
or some form of nepotism or religion? Why do that? But see, greed, another thing that's mentioned. 7 deadly sins, and greed is one of them.
That's right. That they allow money to be the controller. But again, Sandra and Mello, it was written, and everybody, I think we're on this earth, every human being, every race. Now, they all have their similar faults, but the bottom line is, when we came back here on this earth to make it our paradise, it became our hell, and the hell became because each people did not know what race it is, didn't want to know who they were, so they can understand their Holy Spirit in them, for their guardians, divine guardians. Divine guardians is what we're talking about. So if either way, we're going to get that second coming, because that pale horse is running, because the time is running out. Now, and I say that to every culture in the world, get to know thyself. That's what it is. Whether you got the buildings, the money, and all of them be relevant. We don't have an earth. And don't think you're going to go up there in space and live where you to destroy earth. Oh, we will have a God that everybody better be scared of, okay? Hello? That's all.
You know, I mean, if you can't get it right on earth, and see, here's the other thing, too. America, dipping her nose in Ukraine's business,
Look at that.
dipping her nose in Afghan's business,
Wow.
Iran's business, Iraq's business, Korea's business. How come you don't get your own house straight before you go and try to straighten up somebody else's
Yes,
house?
we were talking about that earlier, about people going in other people's closet before they straighten their own closet out. We were just talking about that earlier, huh, Mello?
Yeah.
Yes. You're right, baby. That's true.
What does it look like if my house ain't clean, and I'm gonna go over to your house and try to give you some instructions on how to clean yours?
That's why it's all backwards, baby.
So this is where we are in the world today. It's unfortunate. It goes, those that have the eyes, let them see. But you know what? It's a lot of people blind right now.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, fella even wrote a song called BBC, Big Blind Country. He was never able to record it properly. And thank God somebody in the audience had bootlegged it so I could hear it, It's shameful. It's so simple. But man has made things complicated, and they've made it complicated because of greed.
And also,
And it
there's
doesn't make
sexism
sense.
in Africa.
But all in the
I
I'm
have
saying in
some
Africa,
in the
the
background.
African women,
It's unreal.
the African women had something even ages ago, but the men were so busy trying to be bossy over the women, they wouldn't even listen to women's wisdom.
You know what?
I think that's in the Middle East, all of that, it's going on.
Oh, wait a minute. Gigi, Mello, women do not recognize how powerful they are.
That's what I'm trying to say, and this is our season.
Of course.
We have power.
With Mother Nature in mind, so yeah, that's why I said what I said. The bottom line, until everything on life is in divine order, that's including
Balance.
the men,
Balance.
right? Because we were created with a he and she. Not a me.
Right.
Okay, thank you, Gigi.
Hello.
So,
How's your food turning out over
there was
there?
a time when I'd be out here.
Sandra, what about the water bread, the hot water?
Hot water cornbread.
The hot water cornbread, baby. It's
If
ready
the
to
hot
sit on
water
the table.
cornbread is finished, the only thing that needs to be done is eaten.
Hello.
But before I can eat that hot water cornbread, I gotta get my greens ready.
Oh, see there? I knew it. They go together.
Hello, now that's what I'm
And wait a
talking
minute,
about.
hot water cornbread, greens, candy yam,
Yes.
and your fried chicken.
Hello,
That's a
now.
southern
That's
meal.
eating.
Hey, now. Well, Sandra, thank you so much for your audience. That was some great insight and wisdom and knowledge coming from Sandra. Thank you for sharing that, Sandra.
And thank you for
And it
having
feels
me,
so good to
Gigi.
be back together again.
I'm looking
Thank
forward
you.
to it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
sweetie.
looking forward to.
Yes. And on that note, Sandra, is there something you want to say to the audience before we leave?
Yes, well, they can always reach me at sandraisadore.com. I'm also Sandra Isidore on Facebook. I'm Sandra_Isidore on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. So I'm there on social media. Once again, Gigi, thank you for having me. It's been beautiful. And now I'm going to go and enjoy my hot water cornbread.
All right.
Bye.
Sweetheart.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Enjoy your guys' birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, bye, sweetie. Welcome to I Am the New Set, and our special guest today is Miss Mello Blues, outstanding
Greetings.
artist,
Greetings,
singer,
everyone.
dancer, and I mean she can do it all. Mello, tell us, the audience, who you are.
Oh my goodness. Well, people who are creative, they create stage names for different phases in their creative development. My birth name is Melanie, actually. I was born in San Antonio, Texas in the 60s. Proud to say, black don't crack. I came up in a very groovy, music saturated house. Not only the gospel music and the spirituals, but my uncle played the blues guitar. He worked with Big Mama Thornton, Brooke Benton, Bobby Blue Bland. But while all that kind of music was going on, we were coming up with the music off of KJFJ. So I always danced, got into school, I learned the literary arts.
Hey, I hope
We're in an emergency zone. I hope that's not an emergency zone.
Emergency going on everywhere. China, Iraq,
Everywhere, yes. So what I want to say is that I was taught in elementary school about the poets of the Harlem Renaissance. Langston Hughes, who could relate to Duke Ellington and the Cotton Club dancers. Because there's a kind of blues speak, a jazz speak, a street hipster language, which is used outside of the church, which is used in the highways and byways, and it always seeps into the music. If you just think about Miles Davis, he had an album called On the Corner. If you think about Gil Scott-Heron, his first album was like on the corner of 125th Street across from the Apollo, just listening to the street voices, which Langston Hughes had already set the paradigm. So I feel like I've been nurtured into, you could say, the folk speak, the music, the folk songs, as well as the jazz literary arts.
So when you started performing in the entertainment industry as a professional, tell us about that.
Okay, I had come out of modern dance classes in LA, also out in the Valley, Studio City, Woodland Hills, dance schools, show dancing. I ended up in Japan between the ages of 18 all the way up to my mid-20s. I was going back and forth 6 months, 8 months, Osaka, Tokyo, Fukuoka, Kumamoto, taking different groups, dancing routines in our costumes, television. I did a little bit of fashion modeling. Japan was really exciting, because they love the black street dance, which is so popular. We were pop locking along with Michael Jackson. We were moonwalking, teaching people how to do it. And I see people are still doing the same dances,
Oh, yes,
So
absolutely.
I think that when you keep dancing, it's like sports. Your body will just keep it,
Go with the rhythm.
Right. I was doing stuff like this. Look. Let me see.
Hey, all right now.
And I still can do it, you know what I mean? So I praise God for that. I thank God for that.
Okay.
Woo!
So is there other things you want us to know about you?
Oh, I have this concept, and it's called bluesology. And I didn't create it. Gil Scott-Heron, as he just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they said he's a bluesologist. A bluesologist is an artist who can tell you the history of their people through the music. So just to talk about Gil for a minute, he said that he went to Lincoln University because that's where Langston Hughes went. So there you go. But to me, before Langston Hughes came in the 20s, in 1900, you had Paul Laurence Dunbar. And Paul Laurence Dunbar, not only was he famous for plantation dialect, he also in 1900, with Rosamond Johnson, he created the first all-black musical called Clorinda, The Origin of the Cakewalk. See, I learned this stuff in college because I love this kind of music so much. 1923, Shuffle Along, that's how the world got Josephine Baker. And Josephine Baker, as a showgirl, went off to France, and she showed the world how to take these dances from our culture and create high art with it.
And so, and you, because I've watched you perform all over the city, not only as a dancer, but really you're captivating as a blues singer.
I love
and of course the Prince. I've seen you do the Prince. That
I have a feeling for Prince.
Yes, you're outstanding. And before this is over, I would definitely love for you to do at least three.
Okay.
3 songs
like
and
blues.
a poet, and you're also a writer too. Let's tell us about
the writing.
A little about your writing. Yes,
Okay.
your original poems.
Right. So in the early 90s,
I had an opportunity as a much, we were all kids. We started writing about social issues, but with a twist, with a stage interest, because we didn't want to turn the audiences off. We wanted to turn the people's minds on. So I was able to work in places like Highways Performance Space in Santa Monica, Inner City Cultural Center with C. Bernard Jackson.
Yes, I'm familiar with C. Bernard Jackson.
World
Absolutely.
Stage when it first started.
Mhm.
Chaos Network when it first started. As a matter of fact, the gentleman who started Chaos Network, he had a great play in '91. It was called African Queens Today and Yesterday. And that was so outstanding. We did it in Valencia, we did it at Lace, and we did it at Watts Towers. And that one, it was a multicultural cast, and each goddess represented a different aspect of womanhood. We had a girl playing a Sumerian goddess, a Mayan goddess. We had a gospel singer. She was playing Oya, which is the African goddess of fertility. We had Miss Sierra Leone. She was playing, I think, Oshun. He said to me, you are going to play the African American goddess. You're going to come out on stage. He said, you're going to use your own monologue. You're going to come out on stage to some blues, which was Alberta Hunter, actually. And you're going to say, Ida B. Wells is my name, African American goddess who's seen too many strange fruit on too many trees in America.
I don't want to stop you because you're going to go into a monologue and a poem, and that was going to be my very next question. On that note, would you do one of your two of your originals?
Thank you. Okay, let me get in the groove here. Get in the jazz zone up in here. Pop, 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 pop. Western world, part myth, part reality. It's just a trip as far as the eye can see. Ego city. So much is fictional. You gotta make your move, yet remain original. It's a fusion thing. We making a world we can live in. But this cool runs deep, cause I'm in the wind. Coming at life straight, only way for me. I said, funk that. Get ready for the city. Oh, say, can you see? People talk about unity, but what do people mean? I said, the power. Don't just get seen. We got definite intent, style, with some content. A deep situation for the media occupation. It's a fusion thing. We making a world we can live in, and our cool runs deep. I said we're in to win. And I'm going to take this into a lyric that I wrote about the different genres.
All right now.
Gospel me like Mahalia. I know that jazz is going to save me, jazz me, like Coltrane. The world has never been the same, and you can blues me like Billie Holiday. I feel the love when she sings, but funk me, like George Clinton, and find a funky way to spread some wisdom. Rap to me like Public Enemy. I said, Flavor, your dance is so free, brother, but that reggae, it improves me, gets me so ready. Jah gonna use me, bop me, and bop me right now too.
All right. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey.
Thank you, Queen.
Would you do another one?
Those are vintage pieces.
Would you do another one for us?
Okay, back in those days, in my little Sister Soldier days where I had my dreadlocks and, my biker shorts, and I would see women out there, and I would try to put two and two together and not only talk about my development as a creative person, but also about the woman's plight. This one is called Nefertiti Sunset. It's kind of like I was driving on Melrose, and I was driving in that district, and I don't know, I saw young actresses crossing the street, actresses like myself, and I was like, look at those little Cleopatras, look at those Nefertitis. I saw Nefertiti over near sunset, looking for her dream to come true. Everyone around her
was so proud of her, said her day was coming real soon. She said, you take the high road, I'll take the real road, but I bet you when I get through. Quintessential beauty, lasting through eternity, will my heart become, that's for sure. Mama, I'm going to Hollywood. Daddy, what's up with New York? There must be some way I can find what I need. She said, I'm going to be the best dancer. I'm the finest dresser. Top actress, baby. I ain't never going back unless I want to show you what I made of me, what God made of me. But what about Sister Sheba, living on a city street? I know life there ain't sweet. She's in need of some love. Where's the love? Where's the love? Mama, what's up with Hollywood? Daddy, I told you I'm going to New York. There must be some way I can get what I need. I saw Nefertiti look inside her own heart. Then she really grew true love. Don't be so needy for people to applaud you. Use your gifts to bring some real good. And if you don't see your name in lights, you must know it's all about the height. Look up and know that's for real. You will find a light shining in your soul. That is the one you must feel. I love you, Nefertiti.
Hey,
Be blessed.
hello. All right. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. All right
Queen.
now. Hey. Woo!
Nefertiti
Hey.
Sunset
All right.
by Houston. That's me.
All right. Mellow Blues, ladies and gentlemen, all the way live.
your mama midnight. I got to know, I got to know, to your mama. I may not know where I'm going, baby. Exactly. Look here, I said I may not know all I need. One thing for certain that I know what I want, true love, and that's you, baby. Oh, I gotta get you into my dedicated to Denise Matthews of Vanity 6, who worked with Prince. Dedicated to all of the women in the funk. Betty Davis, all of the purple women. Rosa Brooks, we love you. Love of blues and music.
Hey! All right, that's what I'm talking about.
When I came home last night, you was fast asleep.
All the Southern people.
Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started out doing the things you used to do. I saw one motorway over the hill, saw Maybelline in Cooperville, Cadillac on the old blue road, left out front on VA4, Cadillac doing about 95, through the road, on the side of Maybelline. Why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started out doing the things you used to do. Hey, Cadillac pulled 104, Ford got caught, couldn't do no more. Got the cloud and it started to rain. I shoot my horn for the passing lane. Rainwater blowing all under my hood. I knew that I was doing good. Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started out doing the things you used to do. Hey! That's all right. Even though I was born in San Antonio, Texas, I gotta know a little something. Have a beer if you love me. Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started out doing the things you used to do. Motor cooled down and heat went down. That's when I heard that Conway sound. Cadillac sitting on the jump left. 110, half a mile ahead. Cadillac looking like a city steering. I caught Maybelline at the top. Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started out doing the things you used to do. Hey! Woo! Working on that. Working on that.
Come back, and Mellow Blues is here with her favorite snack, and we're going to hear what it is that she loves to eat when she's on the run, and tell you about the ingredients, and not only that, how to stay healthy. Mellow.
Thank you very much. This is salad and fruits. The salad is Southwest kind. It's ready made and you can add to it. This one has cabbage, carrots, romaine lettuce, peppers, and cilantro. So what I did was I added to it some fresh tomato slices. If you can see the colors. When you see the colors, it makes you really want to eat. Ooh, yummy. So there's also avocado slices in, and the tomato, and you can put like a red onion in if you like. So the avocado, this is a nice avocado that I sliced, and here's some onion. You add a little onion for a little zest. Well, nowadays as we build up our immune system so that we can, activate our higher selves as we're healing in the world that we're living in today, it's good to eat things that are as natural as possible. Try to stay away from the GMOs, try to stay away from too much starch, try to stay away from too much processed sugar.
A little louder.
I've been doing a lot of bike riding lately, just like around in my neighborhood, just to the store, or just, maybe a couple of times around the block, and I like to eat light when I'm doing that, right? Sometimes on the weekend, if you want to eat a little something special, as long as during the week you try to, eat like this. Like I said, salads. Now, there's the fruit. Some nice cantaloupe, grapes. Ooh, I like the colors. There's strawberry, there's blueberry. Yay, blueberry. And there's purple grapes and cantaloupe. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
That is yummy.
So I don't want to eat in your face, but the dressing is cilantro and avocado.
All right.
And put a little bit on. I think that everyone should take care of their health the best way they can. Keep the stress down. If that means turning off the TV, you know, sometime and having quiet time and meditate. You know, I'm a person, people have said that I keep my head in a book. And, you know, I do a lot of research for my bluesology. Bluesology is looking at the world through the eyes of our music, you know. Some people think that the bluesology starts in the cotton field, but that's like a pit stop. The blue note itself, history records that it started all the way over in West Africa around Mali and Timbuktu. There in the blue note, you can look at it metaphorically, you can look at it literally, you can look at it, I look at it allegorically. What does it mean, you know? And it's a mystery too. It's a mystery.
Well, I guess what they say, the music is the rhythm of the soul.
I agree.
Yeah, the
I
rhythm
agree.
of the soul. So I can see it all blending in with your favorite snack. Hey, are you ready? Don't eat without me now.
You're welcome to Gigi.
Of course, of course. I'm just kidding. We had to add a little humor in it.
Anyway, everyone, you know, I mean, when New Year's comes in, right? Okay, we're in March now. Happy Women's History Month to everyone out there. Women, we're powerful.
Yes, we
Give it
are.
up to our mothers, our forebears, and the young girls coming up.
Yes.
And may we
yes,
also stand up and be role models as best we can so that we can shine a light.
Yes, and on that note, I want to say thank you so much. And audience, you see, one more thing. I tell them, as an artist, when you're out there now that we're going through, I know I had asked you a couple of questions earlier, but since I know you're very healthy, you do healthy things, the ingredients that you use to protect your health.
You know, I've been turned on to elderberry, and right now, I don't know, I have this thing for elderberry gummies, and I just pop them in whenever I want, you know. Echinacea is something, I don't know, it reminds me of some of the herbs I got when I lived in Japan.
Could you tell
back in
them
the
what
day.
that is about? Elderberry?
Well, elderberry, I think that when it says it's a natural immune builder, and I don't know the deep scientific, but I know it makes me feel better. And it's a dark berry, you know. You can go to the drugstore and get it in a syrup, but it can be in your juice. You can go to like Lawson's and get this wonderful juice with elderberry. And it's something that our grandmothers knew about, but you know, in the modern world, all this fast food, people got away from it. But right now, I'm falling in love with elderberry.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, take the vitamin D, get out and get some sunshine. You know, if you have to social distance, you social distance. You have to mask, you mask. Whatever it is that you need, that your body requires, you know, pray about it and do the right thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to be divisive and talk about all these other things, but I do know that I was happy when the church opened back up, because I grew up in the church, and you know, when you're a teenager, you kind of stray. But I wrote a poem back when I was like, I think 27, 28. It was a poem. It said, "Jesus, I love you, so I left the church." Me and my dreadlocks. But once I came back.
Hey, but wait. Let me say something. Remember, the church is the house you go in to worship. The spirit of the Almighty is within.
Right, but here
so
I
you
was.
have to have that. So when there's a truth to what you just said.
So
in
no,
that
I
little
wrote
part.
this poem back in the day when I was in my later 20s.
What I was trying to say is,
the church is within you.
it's right, and when you did, and to me, you know, because I understand that, because I felt I get more understanding when I walked out the church. It disciplined me enough to know who am I.
Right.
And once I got to know who am I, and when I went back to church, I know who was who.
Right. That's the other second half. When I wrote that, you know, in my first youth, I didn't write it because I don't love the church. That's why I said, Jesus, I love you. So let me count the ways. I called him a dread. Jesus, I love you. I love you, dread. So let me go and count the ways. It was almost like a journey. Maybe like a Sojourner Truth. You know, Mother Sojourner Truth, many, many moons ago, she just wrapped herself in white and she went on a sojourn. And what did she do? She ended up helping abolish slavery. She ended up helping women get the vote. She was right there. You know, I think she was born Isabel or Isidore. But I will say this about Sojourner Truth. Each woman has some Sojourner Truth in her. So years later, when I needed the soul sustenance of the women down at the altar singing that Amazing Grace like Aretha Franklin, I said, let me write a poem called Jesus, I Love You. That's why I came back to the church. Like you said, when you know thyself, you can appreciate it better.
That's absolutely true. And hats off to Sojourner Truth. But I do believe that we all have heroes. And that's a beautiful thing. And there are beautiful examples. But the most perfect example is when you can recognize yourself so you can understand what these heroes are saying to you. But if you don't know yourself, you're going to miss the beat. You will miss the beat. And so all that wisdom and knowledge will be gone. So yes, I do take for all our leaders, that's including you. You are a leader. You, I am, Sandra, everybody who takes put on a hat to walk that walk. You could talk that talk, but it's about walking that walk. And when you can walk that walk, you could talk that talk. And on that note, baby, is there something else you want to say to the audience before we say sign out?
I just want to say, you know, God bless everyone out there. You know, one love everywhere. You know, let's look out for the children. Let's look out for the elders. Let's look out for one another. And I know that the greater we allow the higher love to come into us and really mean it as a collective, we will decide that all this aggravation and violence is not the best way. So I know mankind has always had different competitions, but at the same time, there's a still small voice within you that's showing you a path, you know, just like you stand at the beach and you look at the ocean. So I just want to say, you know, stay in truth. Listen to the birds singing. Look outside your window, you'll see a butterfly. And when you see those trees and you see nature, you know that God is still in control and that the Most High will work it out.
Amen.
So I love you and God bless.
Amen to that. Hey, thank you so much, Mellow Blues, who brought you her favorite snack and shared her wisdom and knowledge with understanding. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Mellow. Thank you for the outstanding music, your insight on your life, as well as your favorite snack. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take a minute out, just a second, for us all to just do a silent prayer for everyone, the people who's in the war, the people who are dealing with coronavirus, the people just for our spirit and our soul, and let there be peace. Let us all just take a minute and pray, please. And let us please stay safe. Let's take a minute. May peace reign. Peace, love, and happiness. By all means, understanding. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gigi Green.
Magnificent song, Gigi Green rendition in Mama Law style. And I'm telling you, I'm not going.
You're the best man I have ever known. And there is no way I am going to ever. No. There's no way I'm going to go. No way. I'm leaving without you. I'm not leaving without you. I don't want to be free. I'm staying. I'm staying. And you, you're gonna love me. Oh. You're going to love me. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to. Even through the rough times of showing, there is just no way. There is no way. We're part of the same place. We're part of the same time. We both share the same blood. And we both have the same mind. And time after time, oh, we have got so much to share. No way. No way I'm walking up and I'm waking up and finding that you are not there. There is no way, darling. Darling, please. No, there is no way. No way. I'm leaving without you. I'm not leaving without you. And you see, there's just no way. There is no way. Please don't. Don't walk away from God. Stay. Please stay. Stay and stay holy. Stay and holy. Oh, please hold me. Listen, man. Listen. Try. Listen. I know you can. Oh, I know you can. Tear down the mountains. Yet you can scream and shout. You can say what you want, but I am not walking up. Stop all the rivers. Push, strike, and kill. I'm not going to leave you, and there's no way I will. Hey. And I'm telling you. I'm not going. You're the best man I've ever had. There is no way I can ever come. There is just no way. There is no way. No, I'm going to live without you. I am not leaving without you. No, I don't want to be free. Yes, I'm staying. And you, oh, you're gonna love me. Oh, you're gonna love me. Yes, you are. Oh, you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me. Oh, yes. You going to. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All of the lovers out there who have found love in the midst of the chaos. Okay, because there's nothing like love. Hey, to you. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I really do believe something's got a hold on me, yeah.
Southern people.
Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started out doing the things you used to do. I saw it was a motorway over the hill. Saw Maybelline in Cooperville. Cadillac on the old blue road. Nothing outrun my V8-4. Cadillac doing about 95. We was bumping the bumper on the side of the Maybelline. Why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started out doing the things you used to do. Hey, Cadillac pulled 104. Ford got hot, wouldn't do no more. Got done cloud and started to rain. I took my home from the passing lane. Rainwater blowing all under my hood. I knew that I was doing good. Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You done started back doing the things you used to do. Hey! That's all right. I got Texas. You know, I was born in San Antonio, Texas. I gotta do a little something. Young Mary, we love you. Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You never started out doing the things you used to do. Motor cooled down, the heat went down. That's when I heard that highway sound. Cadillac sitting on the jump left, 110, half a mile ahead. Cadillac looking like a city still. I caught Maybelline at the top. Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true? You just started out doing the things you used to do. Hey! Woo! That's right. Working on that. Working on that.
Thank you again, and I hope you had enjoyed our outstanding special guests by popular demand, Miss Sandra Isidore and Miss Mellow Blues. Thank you again, and I also want to thank everyone who sent me such beautiful greetings from on my birthday. Yes, March the 3rd was my birthday, and I am taking this time out to thank you for such caring and beautiful wishes. Thank you again for that. I'm just still excited. But you know what? The month of March, I celebrate the whole entire month. As you also know, this is the history of women. And yes, we deserve an applaud because we work hard. You know, we're like Mother Nature. Read my book. Read Space, the Intangible Reality, and they'll tell you, hey, my book will tell you, Space, the Intangible Reality about Mother Nature, the free spirit, the spirit that was created with the Creator. Okay, and we are the example of Mother Nature. So understand that note, everyone, especially all the women, and of course we want the men to understand it and learn how to truly love us, especially all the mothers and the grandmothers and the aunties and the you name it. Okay, so let's show all the females this, and don't just make it the history of women, make it your everyday part of life. That goes out to the men. Okay, yeah, I'm talking about you too. Okay, and on that note, again, oh, one more thing, feel free to promote on I Am the New Set. You have a product and you want to promote it, we will give you a special price, even for ads. I guarantee you, you will be happy. And we know that times is hard and all of that, so we will be very reasonable and make it to your liking. Again, thank you for all the beautiful birthday wishes. Thank you again. And stay safe. Have a blessed and safe whole year, a whole life. Put it that way. And stay in prayer, please, for all of those that are in the war in Iraq, and for all of the people all over the world that have experienced and went through the coronavirus. And we just can't do anything but stay in prayer, because we all are one in the eyes of the Creator, straight up, and there's no if I coulda, shoulda about it. Thank you again.